Hello Aquarius, Aquarius Rising and Aquarius Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting June 19th, 2017. And a quick reminder for you Aquarius people out there, remember I've got a pre-order sale going on for the Tarot Home Study course I will be debuting on the 1st of July. And it's going to be over 3 hours of video content plus supplemental documents for your own Tarot Home Study. These documents are actually coming right out of a book I'm writing, so, you know, it's all taken care of, all written by me, all designed by me. If you're interested in that, and you want to get that, pre-order discount for yourself, you can go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. It's the same place you'd go to get a session with me. So what is going on with your astrology this week, Aquarius? Well, on Tuesday, we've got a good thing creating weird feelings for you, it seems. Mercury and the Sun are coming together in your 5th house of love and romance, and speeding up opportunities to grow in this area, to speed up progress, to speed up the evolution, the deepening of a connection, and open up communications with a new lover or an existing lover, making us, again, progress faster in the evolution of this union, and even giving us the opportunity to meet many people at once and keeping that flowing, keeping the lines of communication open. But it's forming a tense square to Chiron, currently in your 2nd house. This is the area of your values. Yes, your earned income as well, but also your sense of what you value in the world. And when we have a square to Chiron, it's important to check our baggage, because that's what Chiron is. Some people call it the wounded healer. I think that might be softening it up just a little bit too much. Chiron talks about the things in our lives we're self-conscious about, the issues that we carry, where we've been hurt but we haven't quite recovered from. And a good thing when it comes to love and romance may be making us feel worse about another area of our life, whether it's, maybe a new relationship opportunities coming up, but it goes against maybe certain values that you don't necessarily value as important, but they're values that you raised with, and so you don't know how to juggle that. Or maybe things are going wonderfully in romance and love, but it's challenging an issue you have about what you can bring to the table in this romance, either in a material fashion or just, again, as you are. Get over it, because this is a wonderful opportunity to actually have the relationship that's meant for you, not necessarily the relationship that just looked good on paper. Later on in the week, we've got the Sun and a new moon moving into your 4th house of home, not your 4th house, your 6th house of work, reputation, and your physical health. And this is actually going to be a wonderful connection for those of you that are trying to maybe get some kind of new schedule or ideal work situation underway. This could be something that could fit the bill for those of you that are trying so hard to get away from something that's just difficult to manage, difficult to balance within the rest of your life. Try and get that work-life balance going in, and a much better alternative is going to be presented over the next few weeks. It's a long-standing angle. Usually I don't talk about these kinds of things in weekly horoscopes, but a lot of people want me to remind them, and so there it is. So what's going on with your cards this week, Aquarius? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Wild Hunt. And the Wild Hunt card tends to talk a lot about things picking up speed very, very quickly. Okay, things tend to take off like a runaway train, and it's important to pay attention to when to keep things in balance. What's put on the table is acted upon immediately, and it tends to snowball. And that can be a very good thing when it comes to something we want to snowball, but if it's out of time, it's happening too soon, it's out of order, this can be something that we need to pay attention to navigate. If there's something that you don't want to just take off and take up a lot of time and energy right away, then you need to be clear with yourself about making sure it's not mentioned, because people will just run with it. However, if you need people to run with it, they definitely will. But this week, again, be careful not to put too much on the fire at one time. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we've got the 5 of Cups upright. And there may be some interesting news this week that makes you feel like you've bet on the wrong horse when it comes to either a client or a customer or a work prospect. Because the Five of Cups can show up as a sense of loss or a sense of disappointment that is asking us to consider a redirection really quickly. Now, we do have good news, obviously, with the astrology that's basically saying the redirection is coming, and you may feel like this is something that you don't necessarily, you weren't planning on doing again right away. Snowball effect. The Five of Cups upright, however, is saying that we do need to change this course, and this course will be changed for us in a way that does work out for us much better down the road, but the disappointment, the shock, and the awe of that might actually take up more time and energy than it's supposed to. So we find out that a plan or a course we've done is a bit of a dead end. Or we may find that, maybe the boss or the office that we're in isn't going as fast as we can. Then the disappointment from that will be there, it will be palpable. But again, don't forget, you have a chance to switch out over the next few weeks, so don't worry about that. For your communications with air when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we've got the Lover's card reversed. Somebody may be confiding in you about a promise or a contract they can't fulfill this week. And this may be something that they owe to you, or this may be something that you are a part of that's not necessarily personal and individual to you. The Lover's card reverse can indicate a situation where a person may be trying to get out of a contract, out of a relationship, or out of a lease, and they are asking for your help, your blessing, or your permission. Now, whether or not this is necessarily good remains to be seen. However, with the Lover's card reversed, this person is coming to you in confidence, confident that you are going to give them the right information. The Lover's card reversed is saying they're already resolved to do this anyway. They're not necessarily going to be, this isn't a situation that we're trying to negotiate. However, I would say that if this person is trying to bail out of something they are stuck in that they should leave, find a way to help them do this correctly instead of just abruptly, okay? Because again, it may involve more people that you care about, and we don't need this creating too many harsh waves in that circle. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Eight of Pentacles upright. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is kind of interesting as a challenge because it does indicate a need to pay attention to where there are important details that are not being brought to light that need to be brought to light for true and honest consideration. Be careful when it comes to your dialogues, especially professionally and socially this week, because people may not necessarily be presenting the fine print or all the details right away. It may be a lot of subjective hearsay, it may be a lot of impressionism, it may be just a lot of vague, feel-good talking points. And the Eight of Pentacles upright says you're kind of put on notice to be the voice of reason this week. With the Eight of Pentacles, we may actually find our challenges correcting other people's mistakes, correcting other people's issues, things that they could have done themselves or, for goodness sake, should have done themselves. The nice thing, however, about the Eight of Pentacles is there's always some kind of payoff for you in that, or some kind of, let's just say, compensation for time spent. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And the Seven of Pentacles reversed as a challenge is indicating, again, more of the release or more of the dropping of an unnecessary burden or unnecessary challenge in a relationship. The Seven of Pentacles reversed could indicate a situation where both you and a sweetheart or you and a crush both elect to drop something that you've been working on for a long time, because you're realizing it's just not going to pay off. And there may be some disappointment in that. Whether it's, saving up to purchase a home together, maybe it's trying to get something taken care of for a personal project with the two of you, or an aspect of maybe a business or maybe some other kind of big undertaking that you share. The Seven of Pentacles reversed, however, is saying dropping it is the right decision. In fact, for a lot of you who are single and looking, another person may be showing up in your space this week, pulling your attention away from somebody you may not go all the way with. And this person may actually be the reason you decide to just call it. So that is your horoscope, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.